Welcome to FOMO Consulting for your daily AMC stock analysis video on Thursday, July 8th. Ladies and gentlemen, we are back in business. And as always, the apes are winning, the diamond hands are winning, most importantly, the retail investors winning. So if you find this video informative and entertaining, please like, share, certainly comment, most importantly, subscribe. It's a newer channel and I'd appreciate the support. Let's get into the video. Thank you to each and every one of you who has liked, shared, commented, and subscribed. It means the world to me. Thank you. Let's start with a quote. While they were saying among themselves, it cannot be done, it was done, by very inspirational Helen Keller. There's a lot of people believe that we can't hold up AMC stock, that we're the dumb money, we're not strong enough, we're not resilient enough, and not resolved enough to see this through. I disagree. So let's look at the broader market. Overall, absolute bloodbath. The pre-market was bad. Intraday was bad, just bad, just bad. As you can see, S&P was down 37 points. Dow was down 259. It was actually pre-market down as much as 600 points. NASDAQ down 105, and Russell was down 21. As you can see, the Russell, which we are tied to with AMC, certainly tried to recover around midday. Had a very bullish run, and AMC certainly rode that wave up. We definitely outperformed the broader market today, and I think that is very, very bullish and certainly very strong. A lot of news came out today, and none of it was good. Obviously, growth worries, Chinese tech rout drags Wall Street lower. I felt this was quite interesting. BlackRock mid-year outlook remains pro-risk amid economic restart. Keeping in mind, BlackRock is one of our largest institutional investors with AMC, and they're willing to take a risk. That is good with AMC. Spectators barred from Tokyo Olympics venues amid Japan's COVID-19 state of emergency. That came out pre-market early. It was not good. That certainly rattled the broader market as well. U.S. bond yields are always a concern, and that was also, again, another bearish signal for the broader market. Wells Fargo tells customers it's shuttering all personal lines of credit. That could affect credit scores and a lot. Again, going back to these margin calls and all these rules and regulations coming out, it could very well be tied to that. And the jobs report unexpectedly rise to 373,000 as job growth slows. It wasn't off by that much, but again, compounded with all this other bad news that came out pre-market and early in the day, certainly did not help things. Let's look at crypto. Obviously, you can see crypto followed the broader market today. Overall, red throughout most of the day. Litecoin is the one little green survivor. Everybody else pretty much sold off heavily. So I showed this yesterday. As you can see, Tesla, when it had its big run up to around 502, on its way up to 900, it had a bullish run, had 5 or 6 days of red retracement, and then bounced back on its way back north. As you can see, broader picture, it was just a speed bump in the road up to $900 a share. So again, we could be facing a very similar scenario. Well done, German apes. You had a fantastic day, no different than us in the United States market, up to 40.62 euros, up 5.18%. Fantastic. Well done. I'm sure you feel better like we do. So let's look at the after hours last night and pre-market this morning. As you can see, at 4 a.m., absolute sell-off, and then it just bled down really to the opening bell. We got down as low as $39.33, so I'm sure a lot of nerves were rattled coming into the opening bell, mine included. However, I got a chuckle and I felt better when I saw this. Apparently, there was a glitch in the system in the level 2 data. there was a buy wall at $100,000 of 50 shares, so too bad we didn't get there, right? So let's look at AMC today. Fantastic day. Opening bell, we obviously had to sell off pre-market, obviously was bloody, but we recovered and we ran up. And as you can see, we followed the Russell almost identically. Fantastic day for us, a much needed green day overall. So we closed at $47.94, up 2.88 dollars and up 6.39%, and we're up a bit after hours as well, which is fantastic to see. Had a bit of a sell-off, but we've since recovered. But overall, fantastic day on the market. So again, as you can see on the 10-minute chart, excuse me, we had the gap downs yesterday and today, sell-offs all the way down to 38.70, I believe. It's just been selling off days and days in a row. So what I want to show is you around that June 10th range. Just as a reminder, we had the nice little run up to 64.70, but leading up to, we had several red days in a row, red pre-markets. A lot of bearish signals on the indicators, obviously RSI, MACD, and the price action all going in a bearish direction. But we bottomed out at the 39.70 range. Very, very ironic. We pretty much bottomed out in that same level of support today and bounced. As you can see, this is more recent over the last several weeks, or actually the last couple of weeks, but more specifically the last few days. You can see we've had 4 or 5 days of pure red going downhill. Obviously, the RSI and MACD have been heavily sold off. We got into oversold territory and we bounced. And again, this is on the hourly chart. Hopefully, we can maintain the same bullish sentiment that we had in early June and run back up into the 60s. So again, this is on the 4-hour chart. As you can see, the MACD was certainly pressed down over a period of time. We are now starting what looks to be a bullish crossover on the 4-hour, which is very, very reliable. But as you can see, we've hit that $40 level of support several times, specifically in early June and more recently the last couple of days. And now we have bounced. Hopefully we can bounce northward and not look back. And again, RSI, you can see, was completely over the sold based on all the recent shorting and heavy selling pressure we've been under. We got down to that level and we have now bounced with a lot of room to run. So another perspective, daily chart, you can certainly see this pretty much mirrors what I had yesterday. We around that $40 level, we have now touched it a couple of times and we are now bouncing, which is very, very bullish. Hopefully we can follow through tomorrow with additional upward momentum, and I believe we can. But again, that $40 level, you know, we could break down into the low 30s if we get pressed back down into there. So we do need a follow through. We have seen a pretty major uptick in volume, which is, I think, very bullish for us. And there's a lot of room to run on that RSI. We're in the neutral right now, and certainly the MACD is starting what looks to be a bullish curl around, but we'll see how this plays out. We do need a couple more green days to kind of follow through with this. And again, everyone's kind of been fixated on this. We almost got back into the wedge today. Again, I think personally, based on the recent volumes that have been low, breaking down below, it may very well be a fake out breakdown. If we have another pretty strong green day, we can get back into that wedge and possibly have a bullish breakout. We shall see. So let's look at GME. As you can see, almost mirrors the Russell 2000 chart. No surprise, but overall had a strong day. Fought the same selling pressure at the opening bell as AMC this morning, but obviously you can see midday ran up and then consolidated pretty much for the remainder part of the day, held strong and closed very, very strong, as you can see. And IWM obviously tied to Russell, tied to AMC. You can certainly see sell-off opening bell, almost identical, right? So again, Black Widow, just another reminder, I believe starts tomorrow. Advanced ticket sales are through the roof. It is very, very bullish. The theater industry is not a dead cat. If you were involved in this play today, congratulations. I believe it's Carver Bancorp, if I'm not mistaken. Fantastic run up, huge gap up. Well done if you were involved in this. I was not, but it was interesting to watch. Again, reminder, Saturday, July 10th, UFC live at AMC. Groundbreaking opportunity, pioneering venture of live sports in a movie theater environment. Well done, AMC, and I hope this is an overwhelming success and a huge bullish catalyst. We are still on the threshold security list as of last night. We'll see if we update. I have no doubt we will be on it yet again. We are currently at 37.5 days on the borrowed share average days on loan for shorts. So again, nothing has fundamentally changed. And as you can see, the short interest again continues to climb. The interest data will update again tomorrow morning, but overall nothing has changed. As you can see, shares on loan have actually increased since yesterday. We're at 98.65 million shares. Cost to borrow is hanging around that 2% range. Utilization has gone up. We are close to 90%. That may even go up again tomorrow. They borrowed 3.64 million shares, returned 5.16 million today, actually 2 days ago with settlement. Our current short interest is 18.56, 391 institutional investors that are long, 431 total. Short shares available according to Fintel, 1.7 million at a fee of 1.14. More importantly, the volume today ticked up substantially since yesterday by nearly 50 million. Not quite, but overall 142 million today was absolutely huge, I believe. If volume continues to increase, we're getting close to our average of around 150 million. Once we break that, I believe, again, we'll continue our bullish run. So let's check out the options, see where the battle line is tomorrow. Currently, that is where we are. That there's a pretty good consolidation, especially puts around that 44, 45 range. Again, $40 level. I'm sure they thought they were going to keep it there today. They did not. You can certainly see a lot of open interest on the put side. $50 level, a lot of open interest on the calls at the 50 level and the open interest on the puts. That may be the battle line tomorrow. Who knows? But overall, 55, we have 12,357 in open interest on calls. And then at 60, we have a little over 15,000. So you never know where the battle lines are going to be regarding options. We're kind of just sitting, riding shotgun on Fridays, letting the institutions kind of battle it out. But I do believe we are going to have another green day tomorrow. That is my personal opinion. Call to put ratio, certainly bullish, 1.4 to 1. But the major item of note here is the volume had a major spike today. 1.3 million, actually a little bit over in total volume. That is absolutely fantastic. That shows a lot of interest, and specifically in the bullish side of it. So I think, again, we are in for a very nice week next week. If we can have a good green day tomorrow, I believe a lot of the momentum, a lot of the sentiment, a lot of the enthusiasm will come back, and then you add UFC, obviously F9, more box office sales, and certainly Black Widow. We're going to be all over the news over the weekend and early next week. So again, I'm expecting this to really blow up next week. That's just my personal opinion. So let's close with a quote. One man with conviction will overwhelm 100 who have only opinions, by Winston Churchill. There are certainly a lot of opinions out there, not journalists, but as I call them, bloggers, because that's exactly what they are, with the various hit pieces over the last week as we've been read. There's even people questioning why we didn't allow the 25 million share because they would have annihilated us either way. So no winning in that regard. But overall, we are convicted in our play. If you held through these last few days with these heavy short attacks, sell-offs, congratulations to you. Again, you have to be convicted in your own play, whether you buy, sell, or hold. So I want to thank you all for watching, and as always, If you found this video informative, entertaining, please like, share, certainly comment, and most importantly, subscribe. It means the absolute world to me. But as always, I hope your life is full of green candles, and I'll talk to you soon. Take care.